This is a concept elaboration of geographical features. Geographical feature is a broad idea which consists of categories which are used to describe such things as bodies of water and landforms. We're going to start with bodies of water. Bodies of water include both seawater and freshwater. We'll start with seawater. Seawater is from a sea or ocean which is approximately 3.5% salinity. Seawater is denser than freshwater. We're going to look at two examples of seawater. An ocean is a body of saline water covering about 70% of the Earth's surface. The ocean currents distribute heat and energy. This distribution heats the land in the winter and cools it in the summer. We'll also look at the sea. A sea connects to a larger body of salt water and helps to moderate the Earth's climate. We'll then move to freshwater. Freshwater is naturally occurring water on the Earth's surface. So a lake has fresh water and it is in a localized basin surrounded by land. A river is formed by water collecting from precipitation through a drainage basin from surface runoff. The river can also be formed from the runoff of stored water in natural ice and snowpacks. Rivers flow toward the ocean, a sea, or even another river. Again, geographical features are not only made up of bodies of water, but of landforms as well. So we'll be looking at three types of landforms: mountains, plateaus, and plains. Landforms are those made by nature, such as mountains, plateaus, and plains. And beginning with mountains, mountains are limited area of landforms that rise above the surrounding land in the form of a peak. Some examples of mountains are fold mountains. This is the most common type of mountain. This type of mountain forms when two tectonic plates collide. The edges crumble and the crust is uplifted, forming folds on top of the other. Examples of these types of mountains are the Rocky Mountains in the United States and the Alps in Europe. Volcanic mountains are also a type of mountain created by volcanoes. It starts by the magma pushing its way through the Earth's crust, erupting as lava, ash, rocks, and volcanic gases. As these eruptions continue, the materials build up around the vent, eventually forming the mountain. And the last one that we'll use as an example of a type of mountains are plateau mountains. These types of mountains are large areas of high levels of flat land formed by erosion. The second type of landform we'll be looking at is plateaus. So we have volcanic plateaus, which is one type of plateau. Plateaus are flat, elevated land areas that rise above surrounding land area, at least on one side. Specifically, the volcanic plateau is a plateau formed by many small volcanic eruptions that slowly build up over time, forming a raised flat area. And a dissected plateau. This type of plateau is formed by the upward movement of the Earth's crust. And lastly, we'll look at plains. Plains can be described as vast and flat lands. The first thing we'll look at is a floodplain. A floodplain is adjacent to a river and is formed from the river sediment settling. It is prone to flooding as it is low-lying. The next one we'll look at is steppe. A steppe is an extensive plain without trees. And the last one is the tundra. A tundra is a vast treeless plain and can be found in the Arctic. The subsoil of this plain is permanently frozen. These are the types of geographical features that we will be studying in social studies this year.